a long and exciting day, everybody. Here at Obstacle Academy for our second World Ninja League qualifier of the season. And man, oh man, have we seen some cool stuff. A lot of exciting runs. A lot of near misses. A lot of epic saves. A lot of buzzers. A lot of improvement. And more to come. We have the Elite Wave left. They are running a very, very similar course to the teens. Going to be the full course format. There are 10 obstacles. Points awarded for every completed obstacle. Points are based on clear rate and time completed. Time limit is 3:15. So individually, we've seen all of these with, you know, minor height changes and some distance stuff altered for the elites from teens. Individually, we've seen them all completed. Here's a look at the run order. Jeremiah Boyd. Jeremiah Boyd is starting us off. Jerry is one of the best ninjas on the planet. He was in the championship of Ninja Sport Network last year. In order to make championship on Ninja Sport Network, you need elite level, like some of the best abilities on the planet, or some of the best luck that humankind has ever seen. So here's a look at the course that they're going to run today. It's like we have Coach Skinny, the head judge. He's going to demonstrate the obstacle. That's a look at obstacle 1 and 2. Here's a look at obstacle 3. Kind of the ascending rings. Down to this new agility obstacle. Gave a couple people a couple problems. Look as they get into the last 3 obstacles or so. T-Money, our head camera operator down there, just yanks his way into the shield. Really slams his way onto the holds. He wants to be sure of it, so he slams himself down as hard as he can onto every component. Look at the women's side here. They go from this final ring up to this pendulum hold. And then they go across to a cliff on a bearing system, and then down to another cliff on a bearing system. And then a look at the men's side here. We have this one. It's tricky. This is the disappearing, reappearing Lachey. So as they swing here, when they lâché, the component that they lâché to drops down. And then they hopefully catch it. Lâché out. And then this final obstacle here that you're about to see is hard. It's a lot to ask. This was the smoothest attempt that T-Money had on it. Multiple attempts beforehand weren't quite this smooth. This is definitely the smoothest one that he had. I know he was proud of it too. He had us export just this clip so he could take it home and show his family. I remember getting a call from his parents. They called the gym and said that they were really proud of him. But yeah, this is clean. This is a clean attempt here. He got to this point way faster than he had on previous attempts. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 swings. That is definitely the minimum that we saw from him today. You can see he's pretty excited about it. Looks at his watch. It's a nice job out of Team Money there. All right, everybody. I say we get the show on the road. Let's head on down to the starting platform, and we're going to see our first athlete of the elite division, Mr. Jerry Boyd. Obstacle 1, no problem. Obstacle 2, no problem. Obstacle 3, no problem. Obstacle 4, no problem. Obstacle 5, no problem. Obstacle 6. What are we, 7 seconds in? Ooh, that was a silly move out of Mr. Boyd. Ends up backward facing, links through, no problem there. Yeah, your boy's just kind of chilling. You know, it's crazy watching Jerry run. You would just not think that he's the humble dude that he is, but no problem here. This is unreal. Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me you're gonna. That's a tricky catch. That's a. Are you for real? I see him giggling. He's up there trying to get comfy. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. And then he opts for the other way. You had us fooled. You had us fooled, Jeremiah. Opts for a switch grip, no problem. That might have been the play from the get-go. Boy, oh boy, did he look at that jump. He was just going to jump. He was up there dancing around. He was up there stomping around. Okay. Okay. Oh, he must have watched, yeah, he watched Team Money's demo and thought that that was the beta. Oh. There he goes. He's going to shuffle that bad boy along, and hopefully he will chase right on out of there. That's enough. That's a nice run out of Jeremiah. Looks like he stops his time. Here's another look at his final dismount. Arches his back, pulls through, hits the buzzer. Why don't we go on down to the floor here and hear from Jeremiah Boyd himself?
God,
all right, Jerry. For one, we're gonna start with that jump. Yeah. Why didn't you go for it?
I was looking at my feet kept slipping, like my right foot, so I wasn't confident with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and then we got to bring up. You're not a fan of hooks. I heard about this cannonball hook obstacle that you had a while back, and you didn't really like it. So what was going on with that one?
Yeah, I just got mixed up. I got mixed up on it. Definitely wasn't like the best run that I put together right there. It wasn't pretty.
All right, good work, dog.
Thanks.
Way to start the win.
It's always nice to hear from Mr. Jerry Boyd. What a monster run. Full clear. You know, and ever the entertaining young fellow. Up next, we have Elise Miller on the starting platform, chalked up. There she is, wearing her smile there in her hero shot. Smooth obstacle 1, smooth obstacle 2. Smooth obstacle 3, coming off a really good performance in her last competition. Podiumed and punched her ticket really early on in the season. Now she's looking awfully comfortable, putting in a lot of work lately. It shows, you know, if there are ever sort of dead points. She's on the most elite team we have here. Just comes off of that one. She's on the most elite team we have here at Obstacle Academy. Started competing a little bit more seriously lately. Now runs with quite a bit of confidence. See if she can put together the swing design to catch this Lego here. We've seen the obstacle completed enough times today. Easy work for Elise. I like that she's taking a breath here. See, this is a non-rookie move to look at what's in between your starting platform and your ending platform and think, if I dive right in and not give myself any sort of break. Nice catch. That is a ridiculously hard hold to catch, and this is also a ridiculously hard hold to catch at its position. No problem for Elise. The training's paying off. That's ridiculously tough. So it's flat ledges and it's downward to a hold that's going to tilt on you. Now we're on to second to last women's obstacle, which I don't believe Elise is going to have a problem with. She's pretty comfortable with cane and sort of hopping component technique. You can see her taking a breath, psyching up, getting the gumption here. No problem. Links through to the dismount and chalks up. She has 45 seconds left, and she has one obstacle left to do. 40 seconds left. Absolutely has the strength to put this last obstacle all together. She has 2 holds left to catch. Will she do it off the gibbon? No problem on the first catch. She has 1 hold left, knows that it's similar to the hold that she's on. Does she have the strength? Just comes off with a very, very final catch. That's an awesome job out of Elise. Should be proud of that run. It's going to be very tough to beat. Let's work just the very last catch. Lines up a good lache. Peels at the very last possible second. Up next on the starting platform, we have Mr. Ewan Conkey. He frames himself perfectly within the ring. Asks some final questions to the judge. Obstacle 1 and 2, no issue. Obstacle 3 and 4, no problem. I know he's not super stoked about balance obstacles, but gets through both of them. This is much more Ewan style right here. Kind of the power hold, medium distance, just power catches. Lines up perfect infinity style swing. All kinds of time left. 2 minutes and 10 seconds, but keep in mind that the last men's obstacle is really tricky. He's linking his way along. So we saw Jeremiah clear full course first runner, which has been a theme of the day, and what it's done is it really has thrown a wrench in the spokes onto the disappearing, reappearing. There he is again. Oh! Why did he do it like that? I guess he knows something. He knows something. He wanted to be sure. He wanted to be sure. He wanted to catch that thing in a muscle. You can see the reset crew and the staff laughing at it. But you know, he made it to the dismount platform using the components in the way that they're, you know, allowed. But that's that. That was his choice, and he made it happen. There he is again. That is the Ewan style points. I don't imagine he'll have much of an issue here on the foot. No! Wow, how did he save that? Oh, Ewan, you finished, you just have to, Ewan, all of this is giving me anxiety. Oh no! We almost have to ask this man some questions here. Here's the slow motion look. He goes over it and catches it with some pectoral muscle and some bicep and some hair. Why don't we go down to the floor and see what Ewan has to say about himself?
Okay, Ewan. Some questions for you. We had an interesting approach to that dropping obstacle. I know you like muscle-ups. Was it your plan to land in a muscle-up?
Certainly not, yeah. I shade to it, and when I was going there, it dropped a lot further than I was expecting. So when I got my one hand on it, I was like, well, I gotta absorb it somehow, and ended up catching half of my hair in a muscle-up.
I know. When you catch your hair under your hand, how much hair do you think you pull out?
Honestly, not that much. Like, it really doesn't hurt that bad.
No.
So I don't really feel like it's that much.
All right, one last question. What'd you think about your last hook move? I think you could have fought for it.
It was so close. I just got a little tired at the end and was half thinking about slipping off on that one.
Yeah.
A little.
All right, Ewan, you killed it. Good run, dude.
Thanks.
Woo-wee! That was some excitement, everybody, here in the Elite Division at Obstacle Academy. Up next, we have Andreas Johnson. Ready to run this course. This, I have a feeling Dre's, he's going to put together a really, he always does, but I have a feeling on this course, it's just got kind of a Dre feel to it. You know, all the beta has been unlocked. We've seen it completed. You know, some of the tougher obstacles, like this one here, vertical style holds, he's really good at nunchuck style holds. Really specific and coordinated with holds like this, the Obstacle Academy staples. Takes an extra swing just to be sure here. No issues so far. We're cooking. Dre is out here to cook. On to the disappearing, reappearing Lachey. This is tricky. Dre does have what it takes. Nice catch out of Dre. Nice work, and he's got all the time in the world left. As long as he remains smooth, remains coordinated. Which, dear God, how did he? That's just one clean move after another. And this has to be. He might have a faster time than Jeremiah. That was an amazing run out of Dre. Comes down, gives the camera a swipe. What a run. See, it was faster, but yeah, we'll have to look at how that time stacks up. It must be a difficulty score, but that could change throughout the comp. Up next on the starting platform, we have Mr. Parker Stevens. Let's go. There he is, Parker in all his glory. Parker, fast, explosive athlete. The man can jump. The man can lachey. Yeah, Parker has really come a long way. Over the past year, he got himself up onto the most elite team that we've got here at Obstacle Academy, so he trains alongside Andreas and Ewan, some of the athletes that we saw run already. setting up an infinity swing. That's a great example of how to change your directions on long strap holds out of Parker. Chalks up. I like this. I like that he took that breath right there and at least looked at where he was about to go. Nice run out of Parker. Darts his way into that shield hold. Nothing really has given him an issue so far. Really explosive. But right here it takes some smooth moves here. You don't want to overdo it. Unless you want to catch it how Ewan did, you don't want to underdo it. No, you just want to get there. You just want to get there. That was nearly perfect. Nearly perfect. So he gave himself enough time. In fact, he gave himself time, some breathing room even. Just have 2 full clears so far. Jeremiah and Andreas. There goes one of them. Is he? You know, there's a world. Folks, there is a world. There is a world. I love that he went for it. It was the only option. I love that he went for it. Well, that's a nice run out of Parker. Up next on the starting platform, we have Mr. Zach Osborne. We saw a dozen of his kids compete earlier. There are a lot. He coaches a lot of kids here at Obstacle Academy. Him pulling his buddy into frame, Mr. Bizy. We're going to see him run later on today, too. Zach, real fast, real fast. A lot of his kids look up to him who competed earlier. Smart gets a head start on his momentum right away. Moving through really quickly. Does a very certain jump. Sort of forces an infinity, jumps into it in half an infinity swing already. Got 2 minutes and 25 seconds and about 3.5 obstacles, 2.5 obstacles to go. Linking through, ridiculous amount of time left, always has run quickly. So he was asking some interesting questions in the rules, whether or not you needed to use the first component here. But I think after watching Jerry dance around on the post for a while and then seeing this obstacle completed, you know, maybe he feels better about just doing the lache, which he does nearly perfectly. Gets on out of there. Could potentially see our third clear. Yeah, he's certainly putting up a fast time. It could. It's very smart. It's like he has the beta figured out, where he hooks one side, gently hooks the other side. The unhook on the double ring seems to be what's given most of them the most issues. Holds a lock off to maintain control. Slide all the way down. I feel like this is going to be real close to Andreas' time. See where that stacks him up. Puts him now in third. Apparently it was slower. It must be that last obstacle really is a time pit. Down on the starting block now we have Benjamin Anenson. Threatens the lache, didn't feel right on his first swing. Totally fine, it's better to do that and fully commit to the extra swing than to kind of halfway do it, halfway commit. and potentially miss out on the very first point. Especially after seeing the entire course completed, especially after seeing the course completed by one of your friends. I know he's friends with Andreas. Similar movement style. Kind of no, he comes off the second one. I wonder what happened there. It looks almost like he lashayed maybe a little bit early or something. Real good lachet tech. Real comfortable in the air.
Clear.
All kinds of time left. So we've seen success on this one. The drop nearly took him off. Catches the drop-in lachet bar, no issue whatsoever. Big comfy bar, but it can get in your head a little bit. On to the final few moves, all sorts of time left. Just has the singular fall, so still can put together a really competitive run. It has to be precise and controlled. Just about there. Couple movements here and a tricky dismount, and we will have another completion on the last obstacle, the last lane. That's a nice run out of bend, it always is. Here's another look at the save. Just how he mounts here. The right hand slides off the inside. Awesome adjustment. Down the starting platform now, we have Ellis Rosi. Ellis real fast athlete. He's always putting together some crazy stuff in practices. A lot of these guys are on the same team here at Obstacle Academy. A lot of them in the elite division. It's a little askew here. One handful of chalk. Big jump out. Plenty of momentum to lachet right away. Wants to be sure of this next move.
Clear.
Smart. He's always doing something that you just don't. He's always doing something you just don't think of. Just sort of the way Ellis's brain works. Ton of time left. With all smooth movements here. Nothing extra. Not getting caught up. There is a way. Could he? Get into a top spot here. Gotta get out of there soon. Oh, he dips down right before the final block. He dabs down. Just barely misses the full clear. That was a great run out of Ellis. Up next, we have Paige. Paige competed with us a couple weeks ago. Out here to compete again. She's been putting in the work lately. Looking real smooth. A couple of her teammates and friends cheering her on in the background. Just comes off the balance. Hopefully you shake it off. Nice, Lachey, very smart. Doesn't look like she's letting the fall get to her. These things are unbelievably tricky, but I know Paige is real strong. Just kind of looking to find the flow of her momentum to build with what she's got. Looks like she's just got it worked out here. Like to see her catch this thing tight and high up. Oh. Maybe a long, slow breath right here. Like to see that. Like to see her just realign mentally. Set up for the direction change here. She kicks off to the right, loops around on her backswing. She should be there. Just about. I think maybe she could have caught in one side like we saw a couple athletes in previous waves do. Another good spot to shake it out and take a breath. A lot of holds in between point A and point B. Nice job on the first, Lachey. This one downward right here is really tricky. Just barely peels off the ledge. 2 obstacles left. Has time for him. Smart to wipe the chalk off of her shoes. It's a tricky obstacle here. She has to jump with the cane. Onto the trampoline, across the wall run. From the wall run, hook the cane into the ring, and then dismount. So we saw Elise. She took a second here. Whoa, she's just barely. Coach Skinny is on the, he's ready to catch that thing falling. She had the cane on the hook, but not in, not all the way through. The very tip of the cane was just resting on the ring. Like to see her get this last move. I know she has the strength for it, just has to keep focus, keep your hands on the hold, hang on tight. She has one move left. The last thing here, the last thing of the day for it. Just PLs gets a little bit crooked. An awesome run. Should be proud of that. Been coming a long way lately. Nice work out of Paige. Up next we have, this is going to be an exciting run. Maxie goes fast. Maxie can Lachey. Down on the starting platform we have Mr. Max Wozniak. Let's go. Oh yeah.
Totally.
Let's go. This is what I like to see. This is what I like to see.
Totally. Don't talk to me.
That is what I like to see.
Wanna be like, oh, totally. Don't talk to
You can hear his teammates. Don't you dare, Maxie. He did that just to be exciting. Don't you dare. Okay. Thank God the balance is over. He had me worried for a second. I don't worry about him for a second when he's in the air. Every once in a while, he has me worried on those balance obstacles. Nice work so far. You don't want to spend much time on these things. Just a strange vertical grip can start to zap your endurance, start to tax you. Boom. Like this approach. All clear so far. Nice work. Oh, he wanted to link it. If there's one person who could have. He's got a lot of buddies out here competing. His buddies like to give him a hard time. We like to give him a hard time too. This man can link. This man can link. This man can link Lachey's. Here we have. I wonder if he will use. There he is again.
Totally up. Don't talk to me. Loser, lame, or wanna be like, oh.
Here he
totally
is.
Up. Don't talk to me, loser, lame, or wannabe.
He requested this. He says it's what fires him up to compete. Come on, Maxie, let's go. He was right, man. He looks fired up.
Loser, lame, or wannabe. Like, oh, totally.
He's
Don't talk to me.
fired up now. I'm getting fired up.
Totally up. Don't talk to me, loser, lame, or wannabe. Like, oh.
Yeah, it gets me fired up, Max. I agree, dude.
Loser, lame, or wannabe. Like, oh. Totally up. Don't talk to me, loser, lame, or wannabe. Like, oh. Totally up. Don't talk to me, loser, lame, or wannabe. Like,
A little bit tangled up. Links it. He definitely has the strength. He definitely has the strength to make it happen. I'd like to see him hook another ring, maybe. Getting a little twisted. He's building swing off one arm. Oh, do you risk it? Do you risk it? Do you risk it? Come on! He had it! I wanted to see that so bad. I wanted to see that so badly. He had one hook on. That's a rough fall. That's a rough fall. We're gonna head down to the floor and see what Mr. Maxey has to say.
All right, first we have a song that your friends want to sing to you. All right, go ahead, boys.
Stop, don't talk to me, loser, lame, I wanna be like, oh, totally.
You guys are my biggest fans.
So, the reason that they were singing this is because there's a TikTok video of you for your hero shot. Tell us the story behind this video.
We were in Jamba Juice, and Zach ordered a smoothie that took 20 minutes, so, I had to do something in the meantime, right?
I needed a coupon. I needed a coupon.
Zach needed his coupon.
He downloaded the app for like 20 minutes.
All right, Max, I gotta say, your link posture is amazing. Did you just feel that lane out over there, or was that just the intended plan?
That was the plan. Jerry did it, so I had to.
All right, word. Good run, buddy.
Thank you, bro.
Awesome run out of Maxey, it always is. Here's another look at his buddies, letting them know they have his back. On the starting platform now, we have Mr. Henry Milbert. Henry Milbert, another elite team Obstacle Academy athlete. Been putting in the work lately. He does a lot of tech skill practice. Ooh, I really like what he was going for there. That was super smart. Shakes his head a little bit, knows that he got mixed up. Is able to fix it. Very strong athlete. He's hoping to be lined up here. I'd like to see him shift over and realign his swing. That's sort of fighting against him, maybe killing his swing altogether. Oh, and he peels. He gets a little bit too twisted and peels. Right now would be a good time. Take a breath, look at the dismount platform, look at what you're allowed, and do what you know. Sets up a full cycle of infinity swings here. Looks like he wanted to be lined up just right, and he catches it. He catches the very tip. He had the Judge Skinny worried. He had him nervous. He had him wiggling. Went wiggly out there. Nice lachey out of Henry. Just misses. That is a very, very technical lachey to that shield. The camera doesn't always give it the difficulty credit that it deserves. Henry begins the ascent. And the bar disappears. Catches it, no problemo. The athletes ended up making this lachey look a lot easier than we thought it was going to be. "45 seconds left. It's enough if done well. Which looks like he's going to. Looks, as long as he doesn't get tangled up here. A clean unhook and a clean rehook. Smart. This is nice work here out of Henry. Come on, man. All he has to do, if he gets it down there and sets up the swing right away, should be enough. But this dismount is tricky. This is not an easy dismount. 2, what? Slides back on him. No. He just runs out. What a great performance out of Milbert. That was a solid run. Solid run out of Henry. Back down to the starting platform. We have the one and we have the only. We have young Bizy. There he is. There he is. Bizy's on the move. He saw a bunch of his teammates run, able to do a super quick hand adjustment. This is going to be a tricky move. Sets up for it. Sets up for it again. He's linking through. Quick handful of chalk. Shows up to perform. Old Bizy. This is a tall order. Knows he has to go to one side based on his swing. That's fast. It's fast decision making. Switches over to both sides to finish out the dismount. 2.5 minutes left. He's setting up for a pretty... No! Peels the shelf. It was putting together a monster run. Let's see if that affects him on the last obstacle lane here. Smart. Eases his way down to avoid the impact that a lot of the other athletes had to take. Catches the dropping bar. No problemo. Got 2 minutes left. He has one fall on his books. Takes a long, slow breath. Secures the first couple of links. Secures the final links. Hops that thing along. He has plenty of time for this last point, but he still has to make the dismount, which is not free. He knows he's going to have to adjust his swing to make it happen. Pulls through, comes up just a little bit short. That's a nice run out of Mr. Bizy. We could probably go down to the floor to see what he has to say about his run. Let's see what kind of information we can get out of him.
All right, Bizy, what happened on that shelf grab over there? Panda! Panda! Look at Panda. Look at the panda. Panda! Ah! Panda! All right. Thank you, Bizy.
All right, it was nice meeting. Nice meeting, Mr. Bizy. That was one of the better interviews that we've had here at Obstacle Academy. A nice little job done. Nice to meet him, you know. Up next on the start platform, we have Cohen Dalstrom. Sets up a comfortable link. Obstacle 1 done. Obstacle 2 done. Obstacle 3. Done. Gotten to see a lot of runners, a lot of different styles, a lot of different approaches so far, so we'll We'll see which bits and pieces he takes to put into his own run, mixed with his own style, maybe mixed with his own ideas. So this is smart. We did see a couple people get tangled up right here, especially setting up the first lâché. Clearing his way along. Really smart approach so far. Looks comfortable. He's just taking one hold at a time and just doing each lâché well, which is a good recipe for a full clear if he can keep this behavior up. Hops to catch the front, hops right along, uses the little momentum he has to get a head start on his momentum down to the dish, links the dismount, sets himself up with just enough time to finish the last two obstacles probably pretty comfortably. So we've seen them both completed. One is tricky. Sets up perfect. That could be the smoothest and cleanest that we've seen so far. Real methodical approach here. One obstacle left. It's like he intentionally, it's almost like he's just I like to see athletes do that, where they intentionally make sure that they're calm. Staying calm is also important here. That's smart to hook the one that's moving already and eliminate that variable from the equation here. Getting a little short on time. Clean unhook, he just needs to hook this up. Locks it in. Does he have time to set up the dismount? The dismount is tricky as well. He's gonna have to go quick. He's got to do it off of the slide here. Just a couple seconds. 4, 3, 2. Will he get there? Please tell me he got there. From the applause and the smile on the judge's face, it's looking like he did. It's looking like he made it. He sets this up. He gets that thing all the way to the end, and he pulls through. That's a nice job out of Mr. Cohen. What a good, clean run. Smart run. Looks like he faded. Yeah, he faded back in. So we have a couple of scores to manually time. Glitch in the software occasionally, so we've got to time it just to double check, because if one thing is wrong, it affects the timing difficulty score, or it affects the time score for the obstacle, which changes positioning across the entire wave. So this will take us just a couple minutes, folks. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to see you down on the floor after just a little bit for the awards ceremony for the elite division here at Obstacle Academy. See you soon.
Hey everyone. If you're enjoying the stream so far, hitting the like and subscribe button would help us out a lot. Additionally, running a stream like this is expensive. So if you or someone you know would be willing to sponsor, I would love to get into contact. Thank you guys for tuning in. It really means a lot to us that you guys are tuning in and watching. It means a lot to us that you guys are showing up and competing. Without you guys, Obstacle Academy wouldn't be what it is today. So thank you very much. Enjoy the show.
All right, everybody, all the scores are calculated. Everything is double checked. Everything is as it should be. What an exciting day. Let's head on down to the floor and hear what Coach Skinny has to say about who got what.
There was some silliness on the course. which was very heart-stopping for me. Ewan, thank you for catching that in the muscle up. But we're going to start with the ladies first. In second place, we have Paige. Woo, 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 woo. And in first place, we have Elise. Good work, Elise. Wow, it's pretty good. All right. Thank you so much, ladies. You can hop on down now. All right. So it came down to time. All right. In third place, we have Dre Dre.
I'm so proud of you.
In second place, Zach. All right. And in first place, we have Jeremiah Boyd.
You did call it. You said you'd be in third.
All right. Elites, thank you so much for coming out to our second qualifier. Hope to see you guys next time. Good work, guys.
Yay! Good job, everybody.
Thanks for coming out, everybody. Yeah, point systems takes a little bit to get used to. Comes down to the difficulty score and the time score. We had to double check and kind of look and triple check. Sometimes the third place will have a faster overall time on the course, which seems to be the case here. Comes down to the difficulty and time score per obstacle. But awesome run out of everybody. Exciting runs here in the elite division. Exciting runs all day. Our next qualifier is going to be in January. We have 2 more qualifiers. And we hope to see you tuning in next time. Thanks for hanging out with us all day. We'll see you again here soon.